NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gibson again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Pickett now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that's incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the field. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Pickett. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the
They're selling
other
those
way.
Broncos versus
How do you
49.
approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Black blue. Black ultra.
7-31.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's G. Get on that mic, boy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended...
And that's caught inside the 35.
You can get Patty, so get Patty, bro.
And into
I want
the
Deshaun
end
Watson.
zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring.
Deshaun Watson.
And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Pickett locates Claypool on the crossing route. Pickett to throw on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To the air on first down with Pickett. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Commanders 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the double.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy.
On first and 10 is Pickett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield. But on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Elijah Mitchell is a big part of the playing, guys.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. They'll look to throw. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers continue to pull away here this first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
That game was in San Francisco. Really?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Mahomes for the, you know what I'm saying, last game. I think either way that seems to be
from a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
What do you think?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Well, here's the thing. They figure everybody on the West Coast will be up by 12 o'clock and all these things.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
Don't watch. You got to worry about going better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis on Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Nah, Rex Ryan is great now. Rex Ryan's a good guy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd and 2, Pickett. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, go Fury.
Now back to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Pickett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Earlier, they had 2 other 4th down conversion attempts that did not go their way. This time, it does go their way.
And this reminds me of a conversation I had with him in the offseason. There wasn't even a game to be played, but what he told me, I have enough confidence in my team and my play calling ability that I think I can always pick it up. Thus, they continue to go for it.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Completes it to Austin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now Pickett on 4th down. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to McBride. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Trying with Pickett here on third down. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Hey, check mega.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. They get him that time, thanks.
Young Dad? Are you playing your game, Young Dad? You lost? Yeah, we know. Sounds about right. That sounds about that type of thing. Where Boom at? Boom! What's the gambling looking like for these games, man? What we thinking? You got any? Eagles, Grizzlies, Bengals, Cats, Bucks, spreads, and what's the, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody else's money line. All right. 2.5 on the Bucks. With this payout right here.
He blitzes. He sank for a loss of 4.
Ready.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go. Go set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll drop the throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
Ready.
A gain of 3 yards.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Ready.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Washington.
Steal. Check steal. Basket.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett right back to the air again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. First and 10, here's Pickett going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're all